Addressing format for the Micrologics 1000. Here we will learn how to give address to input and output in a PLC. So address on an input or an output is given according to many parameters which show the properties of that particular type. The format for addressing, that is file type colon slot address dot word address slash bit address. File type. I is used for the input addressing, whereas O is used for output addressing. Slot address. Here 0 is used for using the regular inputs outputs of the PLC. When 0 given as slot address, it only uses the default present inputs and outputs, which is also known as compact PLC. 1 determines that we are using an extra slot for increasing the number of inputs outputs so that a bigger application implemented. This type of PLC is also known as modular PLCs, where an extra slot is provided. Word address. It determines a total of 32 characters differentiated in two columns as word 0 and word 1. Word 0, it means that the right hand side 16-bit column is used to store the address of input or output. And word 1, it means that the left hand side 16-bit column is used to store the address of input or output. Any of word segments can be used for addressing, only the word count will differ as 1 or 0. A word has 16-bit being 0 or 1. At last, bit address. Bits are present in two sets of 16 each, ranging from 0 to 50. Any bit can be used for the purpose, but initially is used and then the range will increase depending upon the number of inputs outputs we are using. Examples of how to return an address of inputs and output. Addressing for the bit 0. For the bit 0, we give the input addressing like file type is I, slot address is 0, word address 0 and bit address 0. So address is I colon 0 dot 0 slash 0. For the output, file type is O, slot address 0, word address 0 and bit address is also 0. So address for this bit O colon 0 dot 0 slash 0. Here we use slot address 0 because it is a type of compact PLC. You cannot increase any input port or output port to this PLC. Now addressing for the bit 9. For the input addressing, file type is I, slot address 0, word address 0, and last bit address is 9. So address for the input, that is I colon 0.0 slash 9. For the output, file type O, slot address 0, word address 0, and bit address is 9. Now addressing for this bit, that is O colon 0.0 slash 9. Here we use word number is 0 because this bit 9 is present in this word and this word number is 0. If this bit is present in other word, then we have to use that particular word number. Addressing for the bit 7. Now it is in word 1. So for the input, file type is I, slot address is 0, word address 1, and bit address is 7. So address is I colon 0.1 slash 7. For the output, file type O, slot address 0, word address 1, and bit address 7. Now address for this bit, that is O colon 0.1 slash 7. Here we use word 1 because the bit 7 is present in this word and this word number is 1. If we want to give the address for the word 0 7 bit, then word would be 1. Now addressing for the bit 15 in word 1. For the input addressing, file type I, slot address 0, word address 1, and bit address 50. Now address is I colon 0.1 slash 50. For the output, file type is O, slot address 0, word address 1, and bit address 50. So address is for the output, that is O colon 0.1 slash 50. Here we consider the slot address is always 0 because Allen Bradley Micrologic's 1000 PLC is a type of compact. So in this PLC we cannot increase the inputs and outputs for the more application. For the modular PLC, we can change the slot address according to their requirement. If the analog input is connected to the port number 1, then the addressing for that particular input is starting from the slot number 1. And if the output port is connected to the slot address 3, so slot address would be 3. In the modular PLC, we can change the slot address or port address for the input and outputs. But in the compact PLC, we can't. Word address will be changed according to their bit address. If the first 16 bit is complete, then change the word address 0 to 1. So this is the type of addressing.